Evening, it's time to go do some recovery. So let's go do that. Sauna and ice bath. It is 7:45 and I'm heading over to my friend Collie's house. We are going to do a bit of recovery. So I have my sauna hat and we are ready to go. Sauna is a great means of recovery when it comes to trying to relax the body, especially before sleep and stuff like that. But where it's not useful is days out from competition or from night before a big workout or something like that. So I'd always kind of advise people, especially if you're, say for example, I'm competing in Cardiff next Friday, I won't go near a sauna probably from Tuesday, just from the sheer amount of dehydration that it causes, and the amount of sweat that you lose and stuff like that. So if you are going to use a sauna, be smart about it. Don't go out and use a sauna the night before a competition or the night before a match or the night before a big massive training session, because you will be severely dehydrated and it's very hard to get those that water level back up. So it's a great means of therapy, especially when partnered with what people like to call contrast therapy, when partnered with cold water in order for you to repair muscles. And me having a bit of a slight injury at the moment, I'm going to find it very beneficial. So that's my 2 cents on the sauna. So let's go. Here we are in the sauna. Set a timer. So apparently these yolks help insulate the brain, and that causes you to be well, it doesn't cause it, but it allows you to be in the sauna for longer. So whatever I can do, I will do. Hello everyone, hope everyone's doing well. I'm just after finishing up recording some content there, and I'm just after being off Instagram to my coach Tony, and we were just running through some things that we're going to do today. So we have a second part of a sim today, so we're going to replace the running with a bike just to rest the leg. I actually foam rolled my leg yesterday and it feels a lot better than it did, say, the day after it happened last week. So that's a huge plus. And I've been doing all the feet work that Rob gave me yesterday just in order to kind of strengthen up my arches and stuff. So that's been a huge positive. Uploaded the second YouTube video to my channel last night. So we started today off with 80 grams of oats because I'm training in the evening. I've just been more conscious of my food throughout the day. We started the day off with 80 grams of oats, a scoop of that caramel biscuit protein from Perform. It's tastes like Biscoff, but it's a little bit sweeter. It's really, really good. Raspberries and some honey. And then for lunch, I had a 6-egg omelette with some veg in it, some ham, and some sourdough. And then before I go train, I'm going to be heading over to the gym around 5:30ish, just because there's no one there. The lads are going away for the weekend, and there's no one there, so I'm going to head over and I'm going to train and stay until someone else comes around 7, and I'm going to do a bit of gym content as well. So that is the plan for the day. For the moment, I am going to roll my feet on this ball, just to kind of relieve the pressure in them a little bit after the work the last couple of days. But I am watching the F1 qualifying here in the background as well. In Monaco, I hate Monaco. It's just always a boring race. I think the 2-stop strategy that they brought in this year will help a lot. But that's kind of the things. I've also been keeping very close tabs on the Go One More Ultra, which is happening over in Nick Bear's Ranch. Man, I remember when it first came out, I applied for tickets with Abe, and I'm kind of fuming that I didn't get them. So if anyone who doesn't know, it's a 4-mile loop every hour on the hour until there's last man standing. So it could go on for like 2 days, but it's very cool. Like, imagine just even the caliber of people that you meet over there: Lucy Davis, Johnny Davis, Nick Bear, Luke Hopkins, Joey Muccio, Ian Fons, just to name a few of those legends. But yeah, that's like the ultimate goal, like down the line, is to like do a bit of work with a brand like that. Like, they are so fucking cool. BPN, I've like watched Nick Bear for years. I think I've watched him move house maybe 3 or 4 times, and this is something that I kind of talk about as well, is kind of getting caught up in other people's journeys and not in your own. And I kind of feel that a lot of people my age, or even younger, get so caught up in what's going on in celebrities' lives that they kind of forget about their own. But I'm not here to be your counsellor. I am going to watch this F1, get some electrolytes into me, and I'll see you in the gym. How are we doing? Sorry, I completely forgot to bring my camera to the gym, so I didn't get a video of that session, which I need to get better at, because you're not going to sit here all day watching me and watching my face and talking. Anyway, a session done. So it was a 2k bike into a 1k row into 2k bike. So 2k bike between all the stations. The 1k row, 200 meters farmer's carry, 80 meter burpee broad jumps, and a 1k ski. 2k bike was substituted in for the fact that I have a bit of a dodgy leg at the moment, so giving it the best chance to heal while still keeping fitness fairly high and still keeping intensity fairly high. Short, sharp, intense workouts. That is the goal of the next couple of days. I am just sitting down to have dinner. Have 2 burritos and a can of the best drink in the world, Coke Zero. And I'm going to watch some telly because I've been flat out all day. So that is the story. Tomorrow I am in work for a bit, and then I have a run, I think. I'm not sure if it's still a run. Maybe Tony has changed it, but I will chat to you then. What is happening, team? Happy Sunday. Absolutely gorgeous weather out. I am just on the way to the gym. We have a 90-minute Zone 2 bike, so trying to keep the heart rate in or around that 160 level. So if anyone doesn't know, I actually got my VO2 max test done a couple of weeks ago, just after Glasgow. So it was maybe about, not a couple of weeks ago, maybe about 7 weeks ago. I got it done the week before the Dublin half, just as a kind of an insight into how I'm performing and how I'm doing with regards to my heart rate bands and where I should be training and stuff like that. And one very insightful metric that I took away from it is that my Zone 2 is actually between 160 and 180 beats per minute, which is an indication of how fit you are, but also it rises with the fitter you get. So basically, if you were to take someone who is just starting out running, their Zone 2 would be their age, with a bit of leeway, their age take away from 180 beats per minute. So mine on paper should be, I'm 26 years of age, so 180 take away 26 will be 154. So obviously the younger you are, the higher your Zone 2. So it's a good indication as to, like, being 160 to 180 beats per minute. It's a good indication as to how fit I am. So I'm in or around a 20-year-old fitness level, or a little lower. I know my Garmin says that I'm 17. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So yeah, today is a 90-minute zone ride, 90-minute zone bike ride, should I say. So we're just going to head over to the gym now. I have timed this perfectly with the F1 starting in half an hour, so I'm going to get most of the F1. And yeah, I'm just going to enjoy it. I have my electrolytes here and my Stanley Cup. I was only chatting to Sarah Jane about this last night. Oh, you're nearly falling over again. I was only chatting to Sarah Jane about this last night. It's so funny now how, like, when it comes to water and stuff like that and hydration, I got one of these Stanley Cups maybe about 3 or 4 months ago. Absolutely love the bones of the thing. It's fantastic. Such a handy little tool for making sure that you're drinking enough water throughout the day. But on that note, I always find, she was saying to me yesterday, she was doing my Stanley Cup for me, and she was saying, you never have just plain water, and there's always something in my Stanley Cup. It's either electrolytes, it's either creatine, it's either, like, they're the only 2 real things that I have. Like, I might drink 4 of them a day, and one of them might be just water and dilute. I'll very seldomly drink just normal water. I like a bit of taste. So that's kind of the thing. So if you are looking for some way to get hydration in, get yourself a Stanley Cup, because it's a lot more, I don't know what it is, maybe it's the psychology in our brain about drinking out of a glass or something like that. But yeah, it's a big day. Liverpool will lift the Premier League today as well. Big day. So yeah, buzzing to see that as well at 3 o'clock. So I should be home. Well, I won't be home. I'll be home just in time for the second half, I reckon.
Scary for him for a few moments, and they're all making their way real Sandoval and safely through. Charles Leclerc on the inside, almost the bottom of the gap. Through Max, and they've got nothing doing there. Fernando Alonso, Lewis Hamilton, Esteban Ocon, and Liam Lawson.
Yeah, Lando Norris has got to calm those.
The timing just made it look like I lost the race, but it wasn't the case.
We are 11 minutes left.
With Charles Leclerc powering down this main straight, and he can really now see Lando.
We have 11 minutes left of 90. This is Sway. With my t-shirt. That's the colour it's supposed to be, and then that's the colour it is. Oh, fucking sick. Nearly there. So that's the workout done. 42 kilometers, 1 hour 30, 2:08, and average heart rate of 143. That was a nasty session, absolutely nasty session, but good one in the bank.
Well, that was lovely. That was fucking intense enough. I kind of started profusely sweating like about 3 or 4 minutes into that cycle, and I don't think I stopped the whole time. I just took off my t-shirt there and found this t-shirt in the back of the car, and I've just thrown it on me because there was not a hope in hell that I could drive after that wearing no t-shirt. 1, because it snagged the leather in the car, and then 2, I couldn't wear the t-shirt that I was just wearing. But that was really, really good. 90-minute cycle, leg felt really, really good. Ended up clocking just over a marathon, so 42 and a bit K. Yeah, so really happy with how that went. Kept a good pace throughout. Legs felt strong, didn't really fatigue throughout. I've kind of upped my calories in the last few days as well to kind of give my body a chance to recover, and then use that kind of extra food to recover and also fuel me throughout those sessions. I don't think you can be very over fueled coming into a race. A lot of people tend to under fuel. So from fueling strategy for this week, from Tuesday, I will start hitting about 7 to 8 grams of carbs per kilo of body weight. So it'll bring me up to around 600 grams for the 3 or 4 days. In sessions, we'll kind of taper off to the state that it's just going to be 20 to 30 minute sessions, short, sharp, intense. That's kind of the last long ride that I have. Sorry, I forgot to stop my watch. That's kind of the last long session that I have, long aerobic session, which is good. Like, I'm really looking forward to kind of getting to the racetrack now this week. Just really hoping that this quad holds up. Then with regards to the sessions this week, as I said, short, sharp, intense. Carbs will kind of go up as high as 600 to 700 grams from Tuesday, and then we'll be ready to rock and roll by Thursday, flying over to Cardiff. But I'm really, really happy with how that went. I have to go home and check my plan now. Tony updated it earlier on. I keep mentioning Tony. For anyone that doesn't know who Tony is, Tony Barry from Hyrox Limerick. He is coaching me to Cardiff this year, and this time, and I'm really enjoying the training sessions with him. They're intense, they're good. Like, I'm really, really enjoying them. So I am going to do Cardiff with Tony, and then I'm going to head into Marathon Block, and I'll pick things back up with Tony probably about 10 to 12 weeks out from Dublin next year, while maintaining strength and all throughout the Marathon Block for Dublin. So that is the plan. Of course, plans change, but that's the plan at the moment, and it's kind of teeing up nicely for November next year. But yeah, have Cardiff to do in the meantime, so I'm really happy with how that session went. I'm going to go home now and watch the Liverpool match in 15 minutes. I'm going to get a shower, and then I'm going to cook some dinner, and I'm absolutely starving, lads. That's not tea, that's gravy.
It was a time to celebrate that one. In this moment, is about this title-winning season for Liverpool. We've known this was coming for...
Good evening, team. The wind is absolutely rattling. I'm not sure if you can hear me here, but yeah, just out for some evening steps. I was sitting at home and it was like 7:30, and I don't know if anyone else experiences this, but getting a bit restless. Just finding that you're sitting at home and you feel like doing something but you can't be arsed, and usually that only leads to like one thing. Like my clutch will be, I'll sit down on the couch and 3 hours will pass and I'll be into a Netflix show. Some people it'll be like binge eating, some people it'll be like picking up a glass of wine, I don't know. But Sarah Jane was going to work and I said to her, right, I'm going to get into the car with you, and she drove like, I'm not sure if you can hear now the wind, but she drove like 1.5 kilometres, 2 kilometres down the road, and I got out, and basically now I'm walking home. But times when it comes to goals or comes to something like that, sometimes you need to get in your own way. So by what I mean by getting in your own way is doing things that will leave you with no choice but to do the thing that you don't want to do. So for example, I was feeling a bit lazy, didn't want to go for a walk, decided that I was going to put myself in a position where I couldn't do anything but the thing I didn't want to do, and that was go for a walk. So I got into the car with Sarah Jane. She drove me 2 kilometres down the road, and I had no choice but to walk back, because there's no other way of getting there. She's going to work, and it's not like I'm walking away from the house and I can decide the distance myself. But yeah, I feel all the better for getting in the car now and doing it. But I wanted to talk about something that literally just came up on a podcast that I'm listening to. Something that I kind of talk a lot about with clients and stuff like that, and it's the art of having minimums, not maximums. So at the moment, with the heavy training and stuff like that, just to reset the body, I am kind of focusing on getting out for some fresh air at least 3 times a week. So things like getting out for a walk, or just even spending some time outside in the sun, just to reset the old vibe and make sure that I'm feeling good mentally, because that's what I feel it does for me. So the art of having minimums. So I've set myself 3 times a week to go outside and spend some time outside, be it a walk or be it something like that. But then the other side of the coin is that, say for example, when it comes to, sorry, I nearly got knocked down. The other side of the coin is when it comes to, say, January, for example, everyone's all in this mode to get themselves in shape and start doing better than they do the year before. And the one thing that people do is they literally overreach every goal that they set for themselves. Now I know I'm talking about this in May, but it just popped into my head, and it's a good piece of wisdom to take forward with you. So instead of saying you're going to do this, you're going to lose 50 pounds, you're going to cut out alcohol, you're going to cut out junk food, and you're going to do this and you're going to do that, and you're going to do 101 things that end up just being too much for you to mentally cope with all the change. And that's what happens to 90% of people. They set themselves maximums instead of setting themselves minimums. And setting yourself a minimum will not only lead to better results, but it will also be easier for you to cope with. So you're going to be able to cope with saying to yourself at the start of the week, right, I'm going to try to get out for a walk every day, but if I can't do that, I know that my floor is that I can do 4 walks this week. I'm
going to try and include veg in every meal. But if I can't do that, I know that I have to at least have it twice a day. So doing things like that will help you moving forward. So yeah, that is some of my walking thoughts that I had while listening to that podcast. And they're valuable. They're valuable for people to take in and to learn, and that's why I wanted to come on and make sure that I shared them. But it is Sunday evening now. I think I already said that. It's probably coming up to about 8 o'clock. It's 8 o'clock on the button. So I'm going to go home, get myself ready for tomorrow, and try and get a good night's sleep. I always find that getting out before you go to sleep as well is hugely beneficial for just winding down. Just winding down generally at the end of a good day. But yeah, I will chat to you soon.
Good morning. It is 20 to 5. It's time to go train and then go to work on my last day before Hyrox Cardiff. I've worn one of these. Fucking hell. I've worn one of those nasal strips the last 2 nights. And it's been pretty good. Like, you notice the difference straight away. But anyway, I'm gonna make my shit and get out here so that I can talk. Can we just appreciate this? New bag from Gymshark. Have me 2 tags on it. Lots of space. Great look. Oh, good morning. Morning, we are on the way to the gym. Baiting this coffee into me this morning. I'm a little bit tired, but I'm tired but I feel fresh at the same time, if that makes sense. There is an absolutely dangerous sky out this morning. That's the glow of the sky on my face. That's how orange it is. It's a lovely little morning here. 5 o'clock, just gone 5 o'clock. We're on the way to the gym. Just have a high intensity repeat session this morning. I think it's 500 meter assault bike, 250 meter ski, 500 meter assault bike, 250 meter row, and I think that's by like 6 or 8 or something. So yeah, looking forward to that one. It'll be 90% effort. Not sure what the rest is in between. Just gonna kind of feel it out, to be honest. There's nothing on the actual hymn sheet. So, oh lads, look at that sky. That is absolutely stunning. We have this fascination in Ireland because we actually don't see the sky enough. That when it's like that, the Instagram and the Snapchat get taken over. Listen, you don't mind. Yeah, if I don't have my next moment by the time lunch comes around, it'll be at lunch, because I have a lovely old Sir Jane Bippy. I love plain food. I don't love plain food. Well, it's not that I love plain food. I just love all food. But one of my favourite things in the world is the grilled chicken off of George Foreman. I just don't think it can be bet. I think it's just life's one of simple things. Like a George Foreman is just so simple, but it's one of the best things in the world. Lads, I cook my steak and all on a George Foreman, and don't knock it till you try it. And you put the steak on and you take the steak off, and do the same with the chicken. You take the bolt off and then you put the fucking veg in where the juices of the chicken was, or juices of the steak was, and you close down the lid again, and lads, it gives it the perfect grilled veg and all. You'd want to fucking starving now. But yeah, that is the crack. We're on the way to the gym. I'm going to put this camera down now, drink the coffee, get the squares bar into me, and then we will fucking hit the road, Jack. 2 days out from Cardiff, boy. Cannot fucking wait. This time, Friday morning, I will be... When am I travelling? Travelling Thursday, yeah. This time, 2 days, I'll be in the airport. Yeah, really looking forward to it now. Just fucking ready to hit it. Just ready to hit it with a fucking sledgehammer. Obviously the running volume has decreased the last few days. Well, the last 2 weeks it's been decreased because of my leg. I got a really good running session in the day the Dublin tickets came out. But other than that, there hasn't been much volume, so that's the only thing. Just a bit of leg turnover, that's the only thing that I'm probably missing out on. I might do a few strides after this session this morning just to see how the leg feels, but now when I say strides, I mean on the fucking air runner, and do a few little bits. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, good morning, afternoon I should say, because it's literally 12:10. Hope everyone's good. Very exciting morning. I am here in the van. I rented a van for the last 2 days, or day, because I needed to move some couches and bring some stuff to the dump. Very exciting. Matty Nagel will enjoy that one. The dump. It was absolutely exhilarating. I've never been in such a nice place, but that's very sarcastic if you can't tell. But yeah, we have a very chill day today. Now after this I need to go drop this van. I used gocar.ie to rent the van. Fucking seamless, absolutely unbelievable. Look at me talking about renting a van. Jesus, I've come a long way. Very, very thrilling morning. Running around, my little brother Oshin, running around and bringing stuff to and fro. But now I stopped and got a coffee there. I have to go refill this yoke with diesel, bring it back, and then it is chill out for the rest of the day. Get the fucking carbs into me. I had 100 grams of oats this morning for breakfast, and I couldn't eat them. I just felt really bunged up. I'd say, if I was to take a guess, I'd say I had about 80 grams, a bit more carbs in the raspberries and banana, and then I had a banana after, and then I got some liquid carbs into me in the form of a Lucozade Sport. For lunch, I don't know what I'm going to have. I'm going to go home and see what's there, and then choose from there. I probably will put on some rice anyway, just to have as well, so I shall keep you updated. But for now, it's time to enjoy the last drive in the van. It brings me back to my electrician days. But yeah, I will chat to you soon. What's happening, people? Ricky checking in. We are on the way to the shed. We have to attend a yoga class at 6:30. Looking forward to it. Yoga with Izzy. Really looking forward to the first ever yoga class, so it should be interesting to say the least. Yeah, it is. It's going to be intense. I'm not really sure what to expect, but I'm very much looking forward to it in the sense that it's trying something new. Traffic into town is mental. Got the van sorted, got that hub squared away. Oh my god, one of them where you're just like dying for it to be over. But one of my mates picked me up from the place where I was dropping the van back to. Connor, he's home from the Lebanon, he's in the Irish Army, so it's pretty cool. I got to see him after a long 6 months. I haven't seen him in ages, so it was nice to catch up with him briefly. We might go for an old cheeky pint on Sunday if he's around. I can only imagine the feeling coming home after 6 months, like especially in the first week, like just everyone being so on top of you and just trying to meet up with you and trying to see you and stuff. I can only imagine what it's like. But yeah, that is the plan. We are going to do a bit of yoga and then a bit of a stretch out with Shane afterwards. Shane Reeves, he is also travelling to Cardiff this weekend. He is on Saturday morning. So unfortunately I won't get to see him partake because I am flying out Saturday morning, flying home Saturday morning. Just a quick little trip out Thursday, compete Friday, and then home Saturday morning. So looking forward to it. It's our anniversary on Friday, so we are 6 years together this year. Mental, time flies. So we're going out for dinner on Saturday night. Yeah, just all in all, looking forward to the next couple of days. So the time has come. The next time you see me on YouTube, it'll be the Hyrox Cardiff video. I'm a little bit annoyed because they're not allowing spectators onto the pitch, so I probably won't get as much footage as I would hope. But there will be some thoughts and a little bit of a spiel afterwards. But yeah, this is the moment. I am just out of yoga. Did a bit of a stretch with Shane Reeves, who is competing on Saturday, as I said. But this is the kind of everything that I've been working towards. And I've kind of realised over the last couple of weeks that I am terribly hard on myself. Because I love doing these challenges and I love doing hard things, and this is just another one of those tick the box exercises where I have to just knuckle down and go to that dark place and come out the other side of it. And you might think that it's overly emotionally invested in something that doesn't seem that big, but the mornings where I spend alone, getting up at 4:30 in the morning and going training and going doing 12-hour shifts and then doing late night sessions and runs in the rain and going through injuries and all that, they all lead to the moments where you truly find out who you are as a person. And this is one of them moments. I'm incredibly nervous because I know how much I let myself down and how much I disappointed myself in Glasgow. And this is the first official event since then. And I am nervous, I'm excited, I am emotional. I have a lot of things running through my brain as to how I'm feeling. But it is important to remember that where you are right now is probably where you wished you were, and you've achieved some of the things that you already said you would dream of achieving. And I never thought that I would be someone that proved to themselves that they can do hard things, and if they put in the training they can be someone that they didn't think they could be. I always suffered with a bit of self-doubt. I always suffered with a bit of anxiety and self-belief, and not believing that I could do things, and looking up to people and going, wow, I wish I could do that, when you truly can. You can do anything that you want to put your mind to, and this doesn't just fall into the Hyrox space, it falls into everything. You can be whoever you want to be if you work hard enough. The harder you work, the luckier you get. It's one of those things, and I have spent my life going through things and giving up on things when they become difficult, and I'm not doing that anymore, and I need to prove that to myself this weekend, and go out there and be the best version of myself and give it my all, because it's just what I need to do, and I know I need to do that for myself. But yeah, I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you've stayed to the end, it means the world. Please do like and subscribe. It's going to give me the courage and the drive to put up more of these videos. They're incredibly difficult to make. Software is harder to use than anything I've ever used before. I feel like I'm a qualified software developer after using the YouTube editing apps and stuff like that, but this is it. The next time you see me, I will be on the other side of Hyrox Cardiff. Go follow my Instagram, Ricky Slattery Coaching. You'll see all the inside bits from the weekend. And I want to thank you again for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you on the flip side.